Happy Birthday, Elvis. So he thinks to himself, he says, hey, hang on a second here. Let's phone Bob and tell him what's going on. He phones his boss. He says, Bob, you're not going to believe what I found. He says, what did you find? He says, I found the 4th bike. He's like, wow, because everybody knew that these 3 bikes had been given to Elvis, and they were all on display at Graceland, and they were missing the 4th bike for many, many years. Nevertheless, Bob says, I'll give you $250,000 for that right now. He says, well, hang on a second, this is a pretty big decision. I got to talk to my wife about this, because this is a big deal. So he hangs up the phone. Immediately, he phones Graceland. And Graceland said to him, if you promise not to phone your boss back, we're going to give you $7 million for that right now. Wow. He took it. Yeah. So the moral of the story is never drive by the garage sale, because you never know what could be hiding in there. Keep in mind also the moral of the story is the guy knew what he was looking at, so you never know. Sometimes people pass away, stuff in the attic. Who would have thought? Nevertheless. Anyway, just a little bit of fun I thought I'd share with you guys. Okay, folks, let's get into the works of these wonderful masters of the last 100 years. We have on stage Marc Chagall, Jean Miro, and Erte. The only 2 that are missing now are Pablo Picasso and Salvador Dali. Congratulations to Sir and Madame for owning a beautiful piece done in 1960. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to see that in its entirety. When you send me the photo of that on your wall, plant on one side, end table on the other side. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but I'd love to see it in its entirety, because it's a very beautiful and amazing piece you guys acquired. Nevertheless, folks, yes, at price points like this, they certainly do not last very long, and you have a very special opportunity in front of you here today. The wonderful work by Marc Chagall brings us back to the Tribe of Benjamin, and this one dates back to 1964. I wasn't even born yet, and this looks as good as it does the day it was made, because it's acid-free paper. People think, art, you gotta understand what this is. It's cotton-based, linen-based paper. In the beginning of time, when they first started making art, in the time of 1606 and with Rembrandt and stuff like that, they would use parchment and vellum. It wasn't until the 1800s when they started making pulp paper treated with chlorine bleach. Now this is pulp-based paper. It's treated with chlorine bleach, and there's an acid component inside of it called lignin. You know your old coloring books, your novels that are broken down over time, they're yellowing, deteriorating, cracking, and starting to fall apart? That's because there's acid in the pulp-based paper. Art paper is acid-free. It's cotton-based, linen-based paper. There's no acid in this whatsoever. That's why a Rembrandt etching 400 years ago looks just as good then as it does today, because of it being acid-free. So for this to be done in 1964, it's not surprising that it looks just as good today as it does as when it was made back then. Nevertheless, Tribe of Benjamin estimated retail $51,900 with an opening bid of $41,500. A very, very special piece. When it comes to works of Jean Miro, one of the leaders of surrealism, $34,400, opening bid $22,900. I was standing in Jean Miro's house in Palma, Spain, a little more over 2 months ago when I was on the Ocean Village out in P&O, UK. I also stood in front of his museum in Barcelona. A very, very tremendous contribution this man made to the entire art movement of the last 100 years. And when you open up the book, any art book to surrealism, you will read the words and the names, Jean Miro. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Art Deco master, Erte. South Beach, Miami would not look like South Beach work for this guy. He pretty much single-handedly invented the entire movement. So a very important niche in the art industry. When it comes to works like this, good luck in finding an original. Here we have 2. Estimated retail on Robe d'Azur on land, $62,300 with the opening bid $33,800. Once these are into private collection, they will be gone. He is no longer with us. 1930 estimated retail on Hole-proof hosiery, estimated retail $33,800, opening bid $11,600. He's worked, as you know, for many, many world-famous operas, theaters, ballets, costume designs, set designs. He's done an entire 80-year career that built his name. Read about him. First opportunity around the room on the remaining pieces. Second opportunity, an original Erte, limited edition Miro or Chagall. Third and final opportunity with no other hands in the air. I do not see a single hand. And ladies and gentlemen, this thunderous round of applause for my helpers. Guys, go ahead and pass on those. We'll bring those down. We're going to put those back in the viewing, for your viewing pleasure in the gallery. If there's a piece that you're looking at that's leaving the stage right now, I strongly suggest take the time during this evening, after the show, during dinner, talk to the people that know what this is about and learn why pieces like that are so sought after and will be in the future. Because as you know, value equals supply versus demand. They will disappear, and once they're gone, that's it. We have a last couple pieces coming up. We have Don Roth. from Detroit. This guy here, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, is magnificent with what's called a #1 brush. It's like plucking out an eyelash, attaching it to the toothpick, and then going on and painting with it. Phenomenal detail. Not only is he an incredible artist, he's also an avid engineer. He designs the interiors of he did the Air Force One. He's done all sorts of interior design. So he's a very, very accomplished artist as well as an engineer. Keep in mind, signed and numbered only $3.95, $3.95, and $3.95. I did some homework a while ago when I was sitting in an airport, kind of bored looking through the yellow pages, and I found, just for the heck of it, when I had a 6-hour layover in Chicago. Did you guys know there's 300 art galleries just in Chicago? That's when you know you're really bored flipping through the yellow pages. Nevertheless, 395 of these in the world. There's only 395 to do with the entire world. We're talking all of Australia, all of New Zealand, Europe, the North American market, Asia. That's it for the entire world. So even if we put one of these in just Chicago alone, that means there's 95 for the rest of the world. Nevertheless, they are framed identically. They're meant to go together. You can bid on 1, 2, or all 3 of them. This one's called Cool Cat Cruise. This one's called Perfect Paris Portrait. And this one's called Cool Cat. We used to have 6 in this series, and because there's 70,000 people a week cruising with this program, it's really easy to see why $3.95 will sell out very quickly, and generally will buy 25, 50, or 100 of the edition. 1,300 is where that artwork is sitting today. It's a serial lithograph. All that magnificent detail is the lithograph plate process, and all that paint on top of that is the serigraph process. There's 2 methods used to make this piece of fine art. Again, estimated retail 1,300, opening bid $240 with a brand new frame. First opportunity $240 in the back. Which one do you want to bid on, ma'am? This one I'm touching here. I hope you get it at the opening bid. Cool Cat Cruise. I happen to have $240, looking for $260 once, $240, looking for $260 twice, $240, looking for $260 third and final time. No hands in the air. Hammers down. That piece is yours. Congratulations. The smiles upon her face, and well done. Yeah. It does take 2 to be a collector. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll hang back on that. $240 down from 13. First opportunity at $240. Second opportunity at $240. Third and final opportunity at $240. Usually we see 6 or 8 hands on these. They're just darn cute, and we're going to pass on those. They also make great gifts, but we'll pass on those for now. Guys, if there's a piece you've looked at, by all means, ask me the opening bid. I'm here for you. I want to make sure you guys get your pieces up early and maybe be the successful bidder. We have the wonderful Allison Leftcourt. Now here's a Disney artist. Just getting the right to do a Mickey Mouse on a birthday card or a kid's napkin at a birthday party is completely taboo. They're not allowed to do that. They have very strict, very tight contracts with Disney. So the fact she's allowed to do this is one thing. And of course, second of all, the action, the colors, they're meant to go together. You can bid on 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of them. These Disney artists, they're huge fans of line art that originated in the second half of the 9th century, where they would control and emote with the slightest movement of line. So even yet thinking how simple the line, yet such an incredible amount of expression. That's the detail, that's the magic, and that's the ability of Allison Leftcourt. Framed identically, they're meant to go together. You can bid on 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of them. Hang them diagonally. Show that you put some thought into your decor. And please, ladies and gentlemen, light them correctly. You might want to measure the distances, make 4-inch intervals between them. Also, when you pull the wire up on the back, make sure that the distance of the wire from where it's hanging from the top of the frame is added to the distance of where you want the frame to the ceiling. So say, for example, you want a 2-foot exact distance from the frame to the ceiling. Take 2 feet and then add on, when you pull the wire up on the back, if it's, say, for example, the wire comes up to this height, add that height with the distance of that you want it for the ceiling. That'll give you the exact distances where that's going to sit. Then, say you want this one staggered down 4 inches from this one, then you would add that distance to 2 feet plus 4 inches, and then you get the exact height of that one. And then that's what you do, is you stagger them in 4-inch intervals. We have bedroom art, bathroom art, hallway art. I'm not sure where these are going to go, but they're guaranteed to brighten up the room, any room they're hung in. Estimated retail $390, artwork alone, opening bid $250 with brand new frames. And yes, they even put the hanging apparatus, making it ready to hang when it gets to your home. On the big pieces, shake them as they're coming out of the box, because if you pull those pieces straight out of the box, you're going to have puffies all over your front room, especially on the bigger pieces. And believe me, they're a heck of a thing to clean up. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, $250 on Sweethearts, Golfing Mickey, Fantasia Mickey, or Pink Tank. From Allison Leftcourt to you. First opportunity, first hand gets to choose. Which one do you want to bid on, man? The cute Pink Tank, absolutely gorgeous. We'll put this in the gallery for your viewing pleasure. Actually, it hangs on the wall on deck 8, and it will have a sold sign. I hope you get it at the opening bid. I got $250 looking for $270 once, $250 looking for $270 twice, $250 looking for $270 third and final time. I do not see any other hands at the opening bid. Congratulations, ma'am. Well done. A huge round of applause for you. I know you've been waiting for a while for that to come up, so I'm like, oh, yes. And I'm really glad you got it at the opening bid. I mean, I do stick to my promise. I really sincerely want you guys to get your pieces at the opening bid. If that piece was going to come back now, it would have to go to $270. So, again, congratulations. The first day being the best day, of course, sometimes at all, in the case of originals. Sweethearts, Golfing Mickey, and Fantasia Mickey. If there's any pieces you guys have passed on that you want to have brought up, now's the time to get my guys' attention. We can bring them up. I thought for sure I was going to have enough time for Pino today, but we are running out of time. I've got to get out of this room. They have other activities going on very soon. So yes, I got another 2-3 minutes to bring up one more artist. If you see something you want to bring up, now's the time. The last three remaining, first opportunity at 250 with a brand new frame. Again, 390 is the artwork alone. Second opportunity at 250 on either one. Third and final opportunity on the cue pieces by Ellison Leftcourt. And we'll pass on those until next cruise. Alrighty, folks. Again, this is the one day to bid on all these. After this, we are going to clean up the room. And tomorrow, all new artwork is coming out. How exciting is that? Okay, and we'll serve more champagne. And we'll give away more art. There we go. That's the one. Okay. Alright, so we're going to clean the room up real quick, and we're going to get you guys off for dinner, and then it's celebration time in the Pacific Star. Is there anything else you guys want to have brought up? Otherwise, it's time to... Levy Doris? Sure, we'll bring those up for you guys. And?
Cat.
The kitty cats?
Yeah.
Didn't we just do that? Can you show this guy which one you want to be brought up?
The parrot woman.
Oh, Paris portrait? Sure, okay, we'll put that back up real quick. Thank you, sir. I had a what's it called, the déjà vu? It's a déjà vu backwards. It hasn't happened yet, but it was supposed to. Okay.
I got it.
Oh my God, thank you. Scary. Can I change my humor angle here a bit? Sir, I have an incredible ability to read people's names, the meaning behind people's names. I've been working on this for 10 years. Let's see if I can do this correctly. What's your last name? Noy? Hang on. Noy. Attractive and good looking. Hey, that's cool. What's your first name? Ken. Not very. Oh, geez. Sorry. I understand the worst thing you can ask a lady is her age. How much do you weigh? Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just being silly. Can you guys see me afterwards? I got a bottle of champagne for being the brunt of that. I need your table number. Thanks, guys. Okay, perfect Paris portrait, cool cat, 1300 down to 240, is that correct? First hand gets to choose on either one of these at 240. Now, how did I know to look over there? And which one do you want to bid on now? This one right here?
Yes, thank you.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
Okay, good. I got perfect Paris portrait coming up at 240, 240, looking for 260 once, 240, looking for 260 twice, 240, looking for 260. Oh, I got 260. No, just kidding. Huge round of applause at the opening bid. Yippee! Everybody try that together. 1, 2, 3. Share the love. It's an instant mood changer, you know. We've got to have some fun and mess around. The last one, cool cat. Hang on, she can't see it very well. Let's try this one. There we go. Cool cat. Does take two to be a collector right now. $3.95 in the world. Might not be available tomorrow. 40 auctions. 40 ships, 140 auctions a week. Someone might sell it from underneath us. First opportunity on the remaining cool cat. Oh, are you serious? Can I share with them what you just did before that? Up until that point, ladies and gentlemen, she was shaking her head. No way. There's no way I'm going to bid on it. No way. I'm not bidding on that one. No way. No. Her hand just went up. Wow. A thunderous round of applause if this happens for you at the opening bid. I have 240 for 260 once, 240 for 260 twice, 240 for 260 third and final time. A collector of Don Roth. Congratulations, Pam. Well done. Well, that's what it's about, having fun. Look at the smile. Doesn't that feel good? Anyway, I'm here for your happiness. I'm like the guy with the chocolate-covered strawberries.